Good afternoon. I'm Jen Holz, Associate State Director for Outreach at AARP Maryland. We are rolling right along with our efforts to support everyone out there who's caring for a child during the pandemic. As we are all starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel with vaccines being widely distributed and as we gain a greater understanding of the COVID-19 virus, we also know there will be long-lasting effects on our health, both mental and physical. This week, we are taking a look at an alternative way to combat social isolation by building relationships with animals. We are so happy to have Tina Snyder of Safe Haven Equine Warriors joining us today. Her nonprofit is not only doing amazing things to thwart the abuse and neglect of horses, but they are also working with kids and older adults too, to create bonds that last a lifetime with their equine friends on the farm. For years, Tina has worked to combat the maltreatment of these beautiful creatures. She's taken her efforts to the next level with programs that help individuals fill a void in their own lives through the care and nurturing of horses. Tina, thank you so much for joining us. We know that you have quite a few impactful programs in progress at your farm. At AARP, we're of course thrilled to hear that you're growing programs that pair older adults and veterans with horses who need them. This is a wonderful way, of course, to create purpose and a special bond for both of them. Today, for the benefit of those listening who are raising kids during the pandemic, we're looking for ways to combat the fallout of COVID-19. So let's talk about the bond between kids and animals. First, please tell us a little bit about Safe Haven Farms. Where are you located and what exactly do you do?
Well, thanks so much for having us, Jen. Cookie and I are really pleased to be here. We are in Sykesville, Maryland, in Howard County, and we are a fairly small farm, Safe Haven Farm, and we're the home of Safe Haven Equine Warriors. And we have programs for children from 3 to 103 here at Safe Haven. Would you like to know more about those?
Well, what I'd love to know is if you could talk to us about your programs that have specifically paired children with horses and how that's worked out.
Okay, so we have a Tiny Tots program for our youngest children. They're from 3 to 8 years old, and they work one-on-one with an instructor, and they learn everything they need to know to be safe around horses, to be comfortable with them. Cookie here is one of our superstar Tiny Tots ponies, and they do grooming, and they do riding, and they play games. And what's so nice about the ponies with the younger children is that they really do create a friendship with them, and they can tell the ponies all their secrets, and the ponies will always keep secrets. And horses have just a way of taking all the anxiety and the worries out of the world. And then, of course, we have our older kids, and we have a lot of teenagers here as well that just needed something wholesome to do. We have a wonderful outdoor environment, so we're pretty COVID safe around here. Everybody wears masks all the time anyway. And we have everything from the traditional riding to a lot of volunteerism, a lot of community service, a lot of best friends are made around here. And we try to teach everybody as we go. It's really important for children, especially as they start to enter those teen years, to have a bond with something larger than themselves, like a horse that is totally dependent on them, looks to them for leadership and care. So it really does. Young teenagers think about something other than themselves. And they just meet a lot of really good friends around here. And because we're a rescue, I think that plays a lot of value with young people, that they see these horses come in life-threatening situations. And often, you know, we really hold our breath that they're going to make it. And then they see them come to life, and they know that they've played a part of that. Right from that first day when they come in to that last day when we all cry happy tears as they go off to their new home. We have programs for seniors. We have older horses that are semi-retired, but they still have so much love to give. And we know we have a lot of seniors in the community that also are retired, but they still have so much love to give. So we invite them to come in, and we match them up with one of our equine friends that's very docile and loving, and they just have some of the best times and the best relationships. And we also have something called Soul Horse, where we invite veterans to come in, and often these veterans are are people, and also first responders. We've added first responders now. These are people that maybe didn't do so well in the bigger group settings. So here they can be one-on-one with a horse. They can be in a nice quiet environment with supervision, and they can really learn to just relax with their equine friend. And horses just have a way of taking all the energy, all the anxiety and the tension out of us and just allowing us to breathe. So those are
Absolutely.
the programs we have.
That's fantastic, Tina. So these sound like great programs. And in your experience, do you feel that the relationships that these folks have developed with these animals through your programming could help ease the loneliness and the anxiety caused by social isolation over the last year?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We did have to close for a period of time during COVID. And then after that, we allowed people to come in one at a time and just to do some grooming and some visiting with the horses. And little by little, we've gotten up to almost full speed at this point. But because we're so well spread out here, it's pretty safe to be here. And it absolutely becomes a social thing for the kids because they're riding together. We'll have 2 or 3 that will ride together at a time, but they're very well distanced in the arena, so it's very safe. And they have that common bond. You know, they all love the horses together, and they just have a great time together. And we offer tours, very small, limited amounts of people at a time that can come in and visit the horses. And again, I think it's a piece of normality.
Absolutely. That's great. So
it's super helpful.
that's absolutely. And so if folks want to get involved, whether it's to volunteer or to sign up their child for a program or to sign themselves up for one of your programs, how can they get involved?
Well, you can always check out our website at safehavenequinewarriors.org. And you can also email me directly at safehavenfarm@verizon.net. So if you have a child that would like to get involved with either riding or volunteering, or if you have a senior that would like to come out with that child, children under 10 do need supervision. So we absolutely welcome a grandparent and a grandchild to come out together and volunteer and share in that wonderful experience. You can visit us on Facebook. We have the Safe Haven Farm Facebook page, and we have the Safe Haven Equine Warriors Facebook page. So there's a bunch of different ways you can get a hold of us, and we'd really love.
Excellent. Wonderful. Tina, it's been awesome having you here today. Thank you so much for joining us and bringing your friend along. We are so excited about the amazing work that you're doing, and I love that your efforts now translate into healing during and after this pandemic. So thank you again. All right, everyone, please keep tuning in every other Wednesday. We'll continue to bring you fabulous guests to help us all get through this pandemic with our kids. We will see you in 2 weeks.